Hi everybody, welcome to your Pilates Mini workout. Today we are doing a 20-minute workout focusing on the core and the upper body. So you should have this wonderful little booklet with your pack that tells you which resistances are suitable for the specific exercises. And today I am using the level 3, the medium resistance. So that's your 18.2 kilogram. But of course, that is up to you what you use. You just need to play around with what feels best in your body. So just the one resistance band with the hard handles, and I've set the level of the Mini up to be a little bit lower in the door frame. So I've leveled it so when I'm in a high kneeling position, it lines up with my upper to middle back. When we do our double arm chest work, that's the perfect height for that. So we'll be spending about a minute in each exercise. I'm going to set a little timer so we don't go over time because I know time is very important for all of us. Now we'll be starting lying down on our back. So make yourself comfortable, beginning with some glute bridges, and we will hold those handles straight away. So I'm going to shuffle down a little bit further away from the door frame to make the tension on the straps slightly heavier, bringing the hands just above the chest line, feet hip distance apart and parallel. Let's go into that bridge. Let's tuck the tailbone, draw the pubic bone towards the belly button, start to roll up into that glute bridge, big squeeze at the top there. From here, open your left arm out to the side, back to the center, open the right arm out to the side, back to the center, then tuck the tailbone and roll down. Let's do that again. So pubic bone to belly button, pressing through the heels, roll yourself all the way up, big squeeze through the glutes, drawing the core in. Let's open the left arm out to the side, back to the center, the right out to the side, center, and roll down. Beautiful, and again, coming all the way up. Big squeeze to hold, pressing through those heels. As you open the arm, try and feel that tension through your straps. So keeping the hands just above that chest line. If you need to come further down away from the door frame, just shuffle down. We're doing one more here. Shoulders drawing down away from the ears. That's it, coming all the way down onto your back, beautiful. So our first round of ab curls. Hands are shoulder width apart, big inhale to prepare. Exhale, tuck the chin, lift the chest, press the hands down towards the hips, pressing into those straps. Inhale, reset, reach to the sky. Exhale, tuck the chin to chest, press up, curling, lifting those shoulder blades off the mat and coming down. Now you can keep both feet down on the mat, or you can start to alternate a tabletop leg. Exhale, curl. Inhale, down. Drawing the ribs towards the hips as you lift up and reaching through those fingers. If your neck doesn't like curling, you do not have to curl. You could keep your head down, just pressing through the arms and adding in those legs if that works for you. We have about 10 more seconds here. Big lift and lower. Beautiful. Let's do 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Now, to take it up a level, we're going to imprint the lower spine. So draw the lower back down in towards the mat. Float the legs to tabletop. Let's squeeze those knees together and come back into your ab curls. Exhale, press down and lift. Inhale, reset. Exhale, curl and down. So we'll try and keep our knees directly above our hips, shins parallel to the ceiling, and drawing that little gap between your lower back and the mat, down. That's it. 15 more seconds here. Remember, if the neck gets tired, keep the head down. If this feels funny on your lower back, your feet can stay down as well. Let's do 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful, bring it down. Now we're straight into our oblique curls, so let's separate the knees, hip distance apart, and let's curl up and over to one leg, reaching one hand between the legs, the other hand to the outside, and reset. Curl to the other side, big twist, drawing that opposite armpit to the opposite hip bone, coming down. Option to extend your free leg nice and long towards the end of your mat as you curl. So coming into your crisscross. Exhale, curl. Inhale, reset. Keeping those shoulders down away from your ears, starting to really feel that tension build through the core and through the shoulders and arms. Reaching through that straight leg if you added it in. You've got 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful job. Bring it down. Now, lucky last exercise in our supine position, starfish. So press the arms down, extend both legs long. Turn the palms in. Let's open the arms and the legs out to a V. Squeeze back to the center. Draw the knees in, reset. Exhale, press and extend, palms in. Open the legs and the arms. Squeeze to the center. Reset. Option to curl. Exhale, lift the chest. Open, close, reset. So only extending your legs as low as you can control. If you start to feel that lower back lifting too much, just extend your feet more towards the sky. Perfect. Here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Good job. Oh, pop the straps down for a moment, feet down, and just rock your knees side to side gently. Wonderful, so make your way all the way up. We're coming into a side kneeling position, starting to get into the upper body a little bit more here with some single arm work. So when I do my single arm work, I like to hold onto the spare strap with my spare hand, just so it doesn't have any temptation to move. And then I've got my right hand holding one of my hard loops there. Beautiful. So we're coming into a lat raise. We're drawing the shoulders down and back, drawing in through the core, keeping the arm fairly straight, just a tiny micro bend through the elbow, sweeping that arm straight out to the side and back down in front. So play around with how far away you are from that door frame. The further down towards the end of your mat, the harder it will feel, the more tension you'll feel through that strap. So really trying to keep that shoulder down away from the ear, lifting through the core. And we're trying not to lose any tension through that strap as we bring the arm back down in front of us. So trying not to get any slack through that end of your strap. Perfect. Good, let's do another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, bringing it down. Wonderful. Moving into your draw a sword exercise now. So we're bending that right elbow with the hand towards the opposite hip. Now we're going to draw the elbow out to shoulder height, unfold the forearm all the way, re-bend that forearm back in, and bring the arm across the body. Pull the elbow out, big squeeze through the back to open the arm, bend, and down. So if you need a little bit more tension, just pulling that band through the loop a little bit tighter. And you can also always double up the band as well. So I'll show you in the next exercise how to do that. And then you can do it next time you do this workout the whole time if you like, if you're up for it. If you did want a full body workout, it is recommended to do these workouts twice through. That would take it to 40 minutes. And that would be a really nice way to get familiar with the exercises as well. So you've got 2 and 1, awesome. Bring it down. So we're coming into our oblique twists now. So we'll double that band up. Now I'm just going to clip one of these little clips, or the other little clip, into the ring of the hard handle I was using. So then you should have one hard handle just hanging, and then you've got the tension of both ends through just the one handle there. So coming back into your high kneeling, wrapping your hands around the handle, elbows lifted and rounded, drawing in through the core. Exhale, twist towards the end of your mat. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, twist and rotate, and back to center. Keeping those hip bones facing the wall in front of you and just twisting through the torso. Bringing those shoulders along for the ride. Exhale, twist. Inhale, back to center. That's it. Good. Let's do 3, 2, and 1. Wonderful. Okay, so we're coming into some 4-point kneeling work for your tricep kickbacks. You could unclip the strap if you wanted to just bring it back to your single tension, which I think I'll do today. Otherwise, you could keep it doubled up for this one. I'm going to unclip it. So I've now got 2 handles again. I'll bring just the one hard handle under my supporting hand, which is my left hand, and I'm still using that right arm for my kickbacks. So bring your knees underneath your hips, your left hand underneath your shoulder, and then bend that right elbow up towards your hip. Straightening the elbow, you're kicking that arm back, hinging from the elbow, bending back in. And press and bend. You could have the palm in. I like to have my palm facing back and up. It's very personal preference here. Drawing the shoulders down and really lifting the back of your arm up towards the ceiling. Lift through your core as well. Let's add on a leg extension. So lifting your opposite leg, your left knee off of the mat, and as you press the arm back, extend your leg long behind you. Draw the knee in as you rebend the elbow. Press everything back, lift through the core, and bend. Press. That's it. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, hold on, 1. Squeeze through your leg and the back of your arm and pulse that leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Good job. Now bring your knees, wide feet together, sit back onto your heels, anchoring the hips down, coming into a wide row. Rolling the shoulders down your back, drawing the core in. You've got the handles, one in each hand, and then squeeze through the back to pull your elbows back. Very slowly release forward. And again, draw the shoulder blades together, squeeze through your back. Pull the hands back towards the chest and release. Elbows staying lifted. Nice wide row here. Really feeling all of those muscles working through your upper back, finding that length through your neck, squeezing a lemon between those shoulder blades. That's it. Let's go for another 8. And 4, 3, 2, We're pulsing on 1, so let's pull those elbows back one last time and pull as you squeeze and pulse back for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Good job. Roll those shoulders down. Lift up onto your knees. Come forward slightly, a little bit closer towards the door frame. We'll work with our chest expansion. So arms stay straight, palms stay facing back. Open through the chest, squeeze through the back, press through your triceps, push the hands back past your hips. Slowly release forward. That's it, and press and forward. Wonderful. Open through the chest, squeeze through the back. Gently tucking that tailbone as well as you lift through your core, just to create that strong foundation through your lower body. Taking it nice and slow as you release the hands forward. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, we'll take those pulses on 1, press the arms back, pulse for 10, 9, try and pulse back past your hips. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, lovely. Release back down. All right, so we're getting over onto the other arm now, that left arm, and let's start with those tricep kickbacks first. So find your 4-point kneel, just keeping the hard handle under your right, supporting the hand as well. Shuffling the knees underneath your hips, sweeping that left arm back towards your hip, and then hinge and extend. So we keep the elbow lifted, we keep the upper arm glued to the side of the body, and we bend and press. Isolating that tricep muscle through the left side. Lifting through your core as well. Beautiful. If you did want that core challenge, you're lifting your right knee off of the mat and extend the right leg as you press the arm back. Draw everything in and extend and bend. Feeling that slight rib to hip connection to keep the core engaged. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, extend on 1, hold the arm high, extend and reach through that leg and pulse the leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bring it down, beautiful job. Okay, so let's come into our second side of side kneeling work. So facing the other way, keeping the spare hard handle in your spare hand, and we're coming into that lateral raise. So a fairly straight left arm, maybe a tiny micro bend, and we're sweeping the arm out to the side, keeping the shoulder down, sweeping back down in front. That's it, big lift and lower. Beautiful. Really focusing on the top of that shoulder there as you lift. And remember, if you want to make it a little less intense, shuffle closer towards your door frame. And just the opposite, if you'd like to make it harder, shuffle further away. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Coming into your drawer sword. So we're pulling the elbow out to shoulder height, extending and unfolding the forearm, rebending the forearm back in, bringing the arm across the body to reset. Big lift, squeeze through the back, extend, bend, return. Like you're drawing a sword out of your holster. I love this exercise for posture, for shoulder strength and back strength. It just feels really good in my body. I hope it feels good in your body too. Let's go for another 8. Wonderful. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. All right, I'm just doubling up my band for my oblique twist. If you did that on the first side, let's do it again on this side. So you're just clipping one of your clips, well, that spare clip, onto one hard handle. So you've got double the tension there. Wrapping your hands around one of the handles, rounding out the elbows, starting with the hands in front of the sternum, and then exhale to twist and rotate to the end of your mat, and then back to the front. Exhale, twist. Inhale, reset. So if you're a little bit fatigued through the upper body like I am at this point of class, it is a little bit tempting to let those shoulders creep up towards your ears. If that's happening, just try and relax the neck. Draw the shoulders down your back. We haven't got much longer here. We've got 10 more seconds with our oblique twist, and we'll just do a chest and a shoulder exercise, front facing, and then you're done. So maybe a little over 20 minutes with our workout today. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Okay, just quickly unclipping those bands, making sure they're nice and even before you go front facing. And then turning to the end of your mat here. One handle in each hand with the straps underneath the armpits. Let's round the elbows out for our hug a tree, lifting those elbows out nice and high. Big open, expand through the chest. Squeeze through the chest to close those hands. Open, inhale. Exhale, squeeze and close. So making sure the elbows don't droop, but actually these straps do a really nice job at making sure that your elbows don't droop because they're underneath the elbows already. So you'll feel it. Big expansion, big squeeze. Really focus that mind to muscle connection through the pec muscles and the front of your shoulders. Let's go 3, 2, and 1. Last exercise, reach the arms above your head, hinge through the hips, send the glutes almost back towards your heels. We're hovering here, ribs to hips. Let's come into our incline shoulder press, bending the elbows out wide, pressing the arms to the top corner of the ceiling. Bend and press. Of course, you could definitely just sit straight back down onto the hips, but that's a little less tension through the arms. So we try and hold that hover position. Bend and press, almost there. Whew. This is your last exercise. You've done so well to get here. Let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, good job, 1. Let's stretch. Come to upright. Shuffle your knees further towards the end of your mat and open your arms out wide. Let those straps draw your arms back and open through the chest. Slow down the breath. Beautiful. Releasing the straps down carefully, sitting back onto your heels. And we'll take a child's pose stretch to wrap things up. So knees wide, toes together, walking the hands forward as you sink your hips back to your heels. Resting your forehead on the mat. And breathe here. Big inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Send that inhale breath to the tight areas through your body. And as you exhale, try and relax those muscles. 2 more breaths in and out. Last breath in. Exhale, let go. Wonderful. Walking your hands back towards your knees to sit up tall. Feeling free to stay on your mat as long as you need to keep moving and stretching. Otherwise, your workout is all done. So well done. I hope you enjoyed this Pilates Mini upper body and core workout. If you did, please subscribe to the Pilates Mini YouTube channel so you can keep working out with us and getting great use out of your Pilates Mini at home. Have an amazing day and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.